Chapter 118. Seth asks permission to care for the feeding of all. The empty larders. The blessing of thanksgiving. When Seth had reached Abiram, he fell on his knees before him, asking, "O Abba, Emmanuel, Jehovah, may the man Seth ask your permission to again, as yesterday, provide the height with food and drink. I well know that this is an idle and foolish question on my part, for who should or might be hungry in your presence? However, since about the same time yesterday you graciously demanded food and drink yourself, I pondered whether this should remain a rule from now on, or we should stick to the old, or maybe only the rule of the stomach. O Abiram Jehovah, do not be angry about this maybe idle and foolish question. Your always most holy will be done now and forever. Amen. When Seth had finished his question, Abiram quickly bent down, lifted Seth from the ground, and grasping his hand, said to him, "Listen, dear brother Seth. Your question, motivated by your noble intention, and always commendable to me, would be quite all right, and it is at all times better to take food and drink at the proper time, instead of improperly according to the wish of the stomach. But now hear and see. When today, in your love, you ordered your servants to invite all the hungry to your larders, they carried this out in all honesty. However, since very many hungry and thirsty promptly followed this invitation, it so happened that all your provisions were used up within a few moments. Thus the question arises, from where will you, my dear brother Seth, now take food and drink, since all your larders were completely emptied, not forgetting the fruits in your garden? At first Seth was a little taken aback by this news. Not because of jealousy towards those who had emptied his larders, or some anger because the invited guests had on this particular occasion paid so little heed to Seth's true identity, and how everyone admitted to his dwelling had to behave. But he was only taken aback a little because he did not know at the moment from where to take food and drink. But it was not long, and Seth said happily, "O Jehovah, you above all holy and most loving Father, whose love is as great as yours? Lo, my larders were full with what you gave me, for me and for each brother. Your love, not mine, opened the full larders to the needy. They emptied them according to your always most holy will. As you constantly fill the sun with new imperishable light, and the whole earth everywhere with the newly procreating power of your merciful love, not letting the ocean lose a single drop. And all this is for you easier than it is for me to lift a gnat. I am firmly convinced that you, O dearest Father, have long since abundantly replenished my empty larders with all that we need in all love and justice. So, you 10 carriers hurry down to my larders, fill the baskets and bring them promptly back here. But whoever comes there asking for food and drink shall promptly be given what he is hungering and thirsting for. But in doing so, everyone shall be reminded of him who is here and is the sole giver of all good gifts. Let this be done. Here Abiram embraced Seth and said to him, Seth, only now you have done everything to perfection. Behold, formerly you also opened the larders to the people, but then you forgot to remind them of their gratitude towards the sole giver. Therefore the larders could be emptied. But now you have also remembered the giver on behalf of the people. So let it be done to you according to your every word. Henceforth you shall not ever find your larders empty. Amen.